Hey everybody, it's Tarina with Createwithtreethatsme, and I thought I would come on here live and do, we're going to a wedding, and I totally forgot that it was today, and my bad. So I am going to make a really quick wedding gift, and it's going to be awesome because I'm making it with Couture. So hold on, I just have to post this really quick. Not that I forgot, but my son's here, and so I was really excited. Hey, long time no see, no kidding. Twice in one day, I know. So basically, hey Carrie, hey everybody. Sorry, I know you're gonna get sick of me 2 times in one day. That might just be too much for everybody. So, hey Carrie. So we are supposed to go to a wedding, and my son Corey and his girlfriend Becca are here, and you know, we've been busy. My friend Tracy was over, and seriously, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have a wedding to go, the wedding reception. I'm like, we have a wedding reception to go to, and I'm like, I was gonna make them a sign. I already knew that I was gonna make them a sign. I just didn't really know what I was gonna do. And then I got all my new transfers in, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm gonna make Together Is Our Favorite Place to Be, and then I'm gonna use the new Blossom, which one is this called? Bloom and Blossom. I'm gonna make this or use this. The reason I don't remember the name of this one, because it used to be called Spring Flowers, and that was the old name of them. So that's why I still don't know the name of. This just happens to be a board that I made. It's not a Couture chalkboard, but I painted it. And hey Karen, I see you there. And so I painted the frame, and then I used a chalkboard paint for the black, and then I waited, and so I did have this already prepped for like a week, but then I just waxed this part, and then I did kind of muck it up a little bit. You know, I just kind of made it look a little more vintagey by sanding the edges, just to make it look a little more rough and worn. So it's not that I forgot. I just forgot to finish the sign. Hey, Darlene. Hey, oh gosh, everybody. This is a good time for everybody. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so again, I'm going to use Together Is Our Favorite Place to Be. And since it's a brand new transfer, I'm going to take this off. So excited to use this. Now I'm all like, whoa. It's just the reception, so we're not, it goes on for a little while. You know, dancing, food, all that fun stuff. Kissing, hugging, congratulations. But I've known these 2 kids that are getting married, and they really are. Oh, yes, I know, Christy Lynn. My girls that are 3 hours away from me actually get to see me live. Maybe I'll start doing 2 lives a day. I don't know. That's kind of hard. I'm already like, I don't want you guys to get sick of me. Anyway, I've known the kids getting married since they were like 10. And now they're getting married. Or they actually are married. They got married earlier today. So I fuzzed this for those of you who have never seen me before. Hey Terry, how's it going? I see you in there. That's called fuzzing, and you can either put it on your apron or a clean shirt. Just don't get fuzzies on it like I just did. I just got a fuzzy. Literally fuzzing my transfer. Got a fuzzy on it. Yes, I'm using my Mom Spit DNA. Sorry if that grosses anybody out. But Mom Spit makes everything perfect, right? Another thing that can also de-stickify, well, you can put your hand on it. You have a little bit of oil on your skin. That helps to de-stickify a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of center at the top. I did write notes of what I wanted to do. And this is very common for me. If I have an idea, I'll just kind of, I know it's kind of a rough sketch, but I write down what the colors I want to use, how I want the flowers to look, or whatever other little things I'm going to be using. So I have a rough estimate of what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put these down. And I don't want it to go all the way to the top, just a little bit down. I hope you guys can see this. And then the first thing I do is I smooth it out, and I kind of start from the center and move out. And then I use my angled squeegee. And I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear the bubbles. And it's okay that you get bubbles. You get bubbles in like the green area, but in the screened area is where you don't want any bubbles, because when you get bubbles in that area, it'll make the chalk paste run. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so okay, so look, I don't know if you guys can see this. I got a new holder. I got this at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I really like it a lot. This color, I think I want a Caribbean blue. Yeah, Caribbean. So I'm going to use Caribbean and white. This one's almost empty. I don't want to use this one up first. But this is kind of awesome. This was my little one that I had before, which is also just as awesome. But this is really big, and I think I used my 40% off coupon, so I think it was like $35. I think. But these two right here, these two shelves hold almost all of the colors that Couture has, and so I probably will put, these are my inks right now. But I probably will just put my inks in there. Just an FYI. All right, so I'm going to go white, Caribbean, white, Caribbean, white. And I'm going to, as I go, because I'm using chalk paste, I don't want it to dry. Hey, Brenda, I see you on there. Hi, Giselle, how are you? Hi, Debbie. The day and somehow ended up with my dog's fur. Christy Lynn, make sure there's no doggy fur on anything you're fuzzing. I've done that too. Just use a little mom spit. It'll come off, right? Oh, that's so funny. Dee Dee is in it. I mean, I sit down and I get up and Dee Dee fur is everywhere. Even though she's a boxer and she has short hair, I still get Dee Dee fur everywhere. So, okay, what am I doing? I'm doing my white first. And I am going to do, because I'm doing multiple layers, I want to pull up as I go. And so I'm going to get both of my colors ready. Do you see her? She keeps walking around me like, Mommy, you're talking about me. I can hear you say my name. So this is a little thick. I'm just going to use my little squirter. And so it needs to be about the consistency of yogurt. Make sure it's nice and stirred. And I remember I got my little spatulas, my makeup spatulas online on Amazon. The brand is Pana, I believe, and they're 2.5 inches. You know, it's a bummer because I loved using my little hors d'oeuvre forks. I really did, and because they were longer and they were very stiff. But I understand using wood will absorb the water and dry out your paste a lot faster. So I really miss those because these are littler and I have big fat fingers. I just, that's not a knock at myself. I just have fat fingers. I get it. I'm not mad about it. It's just when I use little tiny things, I feel all clumsy. This one needs a little water too. So I remember somebody saying that they found like the hors d'oeuvre forks like I was using in plastic, and they were a little longer. And so I need to run to my dollar store. She said she got them, I think, at the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. So I was gonna go check those out. Although these work just fine. I just feel like I'm doing this, like I'm drinking tea with my pinky out. Okay. All right, those are ready to go. So again, as I'm going, I'm gonna do white. Let me get rid of these little things. Not enough room today. I feel like I'm crafting in like a little tiny space. Okay, so anybody doing anything fun today? I've just been hanging out. Again, I'm just gonna kind of lift as I go. You don't want to lift too fast, just in case some of the chalk paste didn't make it into a screen. You want to make sure that you can lay it back down quickly. You also want to make sure you're not going to pull your transfer and stretch it. Making sure that I get in all the little nooks and crannies with my transfer, or with my chalk paste. I'm just going to lift this as I go. And I know you don't have to wax with the new chalk paste for it to adhere, but I do it because I don't like it when my transfers stick. And that is the main reason why I wax now. I especially wax non-Couture surfaces. Hi Brenda, how are you, my friend? Okay, and I'm just lifting as I go. Sorry if I'm blocking. I'm trying not to block your view. I'm just trying to really get into the little nooks and crannies. Working quickly as I go. Okay, I'm just going to lift. Nice and easy. Oh, so beautiful every single time. Look how pretty that is. And I love these new transfers. I'm so excited to be using these new transfers. Okay, I'm just going to do this one last little word right here in the Caribbean. Any excess, you want to just pull that off. Got some excess there. All right, here we go. The detail is just incredible, and that's what I really love about the Couture transfers. Perfect. I'm going to show you, I just don't want to get any water on my project. Really beautiful. Oh gosh. Every time. Perfect every time. No, this is, okay, so, oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. My friend Brenda has been really sick. Hey Lennis, thanks for joining us. Okay, no, this is not a Couture board. This is actually a cabinet door. And I spray painted the frame, and then I used chalkboard paint to paint the center. I've had the sign done for a little while, the actual sign itself. And thank you, Carrie. And I waxed it, and so I'm a little behind the 8 ball tonight. I really need to get this done because the wedding reception starts in 4 minutes. We weren't going to go till later anyway, so it's okay. So now, let me just wipe these off. Yes, I love to repurpose. If I find any cupboards on like the different community pages, I will definitely look into getting those, purchasing those. Some of the restore stores, I guess they're called, I'll get stuff there. Where else? If you know anybody in construction and they're, you know, gutting a kitchen or a bathroom, those are great to get their old cabinets. People will just throw them away, and so why not just repurpose them? Not that I don't love Couture chalkboards, because I do, but I can't get them fast enough. So I will sometimes make my own signs. Anyway. Oh, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's sad. She wants outside, but then when she's outside, she wants in. All right. So, going to put that. Let me just heat this up really fast. 1 month to give somebody their wedding. Oh, well. They live in Utah, and well, they're both from here. They're both from here, and like I said, I've known them since they were like 10 or 11, and I want to make sure I get this to them before they leave to go back. They both go to school in Utah. But that is good to know. I love etiquette, and so I like to know things like that. Okay, I got, now anytime I finish chalk paste, I always keep the little jars. And I clean them out because I like to use them to mix my own colors. And so we're gonna mix a couple colors tonight. And yes, Giselle, I live life on the edge. I'm not really sure how edgy that is. That's funny. And I'm not going to wrap this. I'm just going to put a bow on it and a card because I want everybody to see how awesome it is when they go to the gift table and go, oh, who made that? Well, of course, Tarina did. And I'll have to say, wow, where'd she get that? And I'll just have to say, you know, it's the stuff called Couture. It's awesome. So, okay, so I am going to, I probably have, you know, it's really funny. Okay, so I have this, but I also have that other one. What is it? We just used it too. Oh, Wild and Free. The Wild and Free one has a lot of this stuff already. La-di-da. Looking around. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. I have everything in my folios, my big folios. If I don't have to cut this up yet, then I won't. No, I guess it's not that one. I guess it's the Spring Flowers one. But that one's really cute too. I just had to check before I started taking this apart. So, let's see. I know I want, kind of wrote down, okay, I want these little flowers right there for sure. So I'm going to grab those. Dee Dee, come here, baby. Daddy's busy. She's like a 2-year-old. She's so funny. She wants to go out and then she wants to come back in. And then she wants to go out and then she wants to come back in. She can't make up her mind who she wants to go outside and be hanging out with. Let's see. I think I love, okay, I love these cute little greenery things right there because they look like they are hearts almost. I love that. I think that's super cute. So we're going to use those. You what?
Trevsky's. Are you on live?
Yes, I am.
My Trevsky's and his brilliant mind helped me
Figure it out?
Yeah, tonight.
They're working on, go ahead.
What about I got a transfer in?
Oh, sorry. Can you go upstairs and use the bathroom upstairs then maybe?
I'm going to do just a partial.
Oh, okay.
Just a partial.
And I'm going to use these ones right here.
Grab the orange underneath before you get that.
And the reason I'm using these ones right here, so I can see, but it has almost like a right and a left way of facing, and I like those. So I'm going to use those in the corners. You know what, Carrie? I think I'm going to put a business card on the back of it. Just, you know, just saying. All right, so there's those. I do know I want to do, I want one of these. Oh, I was looking at some other things. Okay, so this, and then, like I said, I kind of make my notes of how I want things to look. You know, it's Girl Scout cookie time, so they can eat their Girl Scout cookies and do some chocolaturing. I'll be their other addiction. Right?
Who, us?
No. I'm going to take this sign to their wedding and carry.
Oh, is that now?
Yeah.
Frankenjäger's now?
Yes.
So do I need a shower so
Yes.
you go Frankenjäger?
Yes, you do.
All right. Free food. Hey! I love weddings. You know what I love weddings? Do you know why I love weddings?
We don't have to actually take the pictures at the weddings. That's when we love weddings.
That's when I really love weddings, and I love it because it's free fruit. At least this one, free fruit. Yeah, free fruit. Free food. That's what I said when you said free fruit. You know what? See, fruit, you know what fruit means? There's going to be fruit,
frozen food,
and food. So it comes out fruit. You haven't heard that before?
Will you come over here and talk so people aren't just hearing your voice?
I'm dirty.
It's okay. He's been working on the car today.
I'm going to go shower so I can get some free food.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Awesome. Okay.
I just stood there. So I kind of drew it off a little bit, Treskys.
Okay, so I'm going to do that and this.
That's why I stood there.
I'm going to do some layering. This and this. Sorry, I'm talking this through just so everybody knows. And maybe this. Go have a conversation elsewhere. I love you. They don't, it's like when you're on the phone and your kids want to talk to you, only when you're on the phone. That seems to be like when they only want to have a conversation. is when I'm doing a live. It was so quiet in here earlier. Nobody was here to bug me. Oh, I love you guys.
How dressed up? How dressed up do we need to be?
I don't know.
Casual. Is it casual? Flannel.
I don't know. It's a wedding, people. It's a wedding.
So
Well, all my suits are at the dry cleaners.
Oh, well, I guess you're not wearing a suit to this wedding. I don't know what to tell you, hun. If you don't have a suit, then I guess you're not wearing a suit. He's so funny. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start with down here. And when I'm layering, business casual. Brenda said business casual. Okay, so when I'm layering and I have multiple places that I can layer, I'm going to start at the largest location first and then go top to bottom. I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit so you can see. So I'm gonna do down here and then I'll go up here. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. So, all right, and again, I'm just gonna fuzz this. I think I'm gonna do like a coral. Yeah, I love the coral. I think the coral and the Caribbean, those are pretty colors together. Hey, Celia. All right. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this though. This. I want to do, okay, I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, we're gonna mix colors really quick. So this is evergreen. This is evergreen, and I'm gonna take evergreen and white. And again, this is why I have these extra jars that I keep around. I'm just gonna scoop some. Like, honestly, I'm probably just going to put a skirt on because this shirt's super cute and I love it. So I'll probably just put a black skirt on with the shirt that I'm wearing for this wedding. That's how dressy I'm getting. And the nice thing about putting it in another jar, another Couture paste jar, if I mix the color and like it, I can keep it for a little while. Okay, so I love these little sticks that I can just use to scoop color out. Okay, because I don't want it this dark of green, I want it lighter. And remember, you can't take away color, you can just add more color. So start with a little bit of the white in this, mix it up. If it's not light enough, then add more. Oh yeah, like that. Pretty. That's a nice, pretty light green color. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, and I'm like, oh, what's that? It's my thing. And I'm gonna do, again, I'm gonna fuzz this. Let's see where I'm going, right here. I'm gonna fuzz this. How interesting that you are mixing evergreen and white because I just, two great minds think alike, Celia. Those traveling containers for makeup are good too. Oh yes, and you know what though, Carrie? I have so many I literally just cleaned out like 12 jars. I had just little bits left in containers, and I just scooped them out and put them in a new color or a new jar. So I have 12. 12. That just tells you how many projects I do. Okay, so I'm going to do one here and one on this side, and then I'll fill it in. So and I really want to make sure that I am all mixed in. I don't want any white. So I'm going to take my squeegee and really make sure that it's all mixed in. So I love that. Look at that. I don't even know what color that would be. Light evergreen. That's what it's called. Light evergreen. And just like you're buttering bread, just smooth it on. Pull off the excess. Lift up nice and gentle. That's a really pretty color. All right, now I'm going to flip this over. And I'm just going to smooth on. And when I want to make sure that there's no bubbles, if I am doing it again and I can't use the big squeegee, I start from the top and work my way down, kind of pulling out the bubbles as I go. There we go. Really pretty. That's super pretty. Okay. Let me just stick this in the water real quick. So nice. Okay. All right, I'm just going to hit this right here. Get that drying. There we go. I don't know if this is going to be too big. No, I don't think it'll be too big. I think that's pretty. And I want to do the same green. So I'm going to, again, fuzz my brand new transfers. I don't throw these away. Not all. I mean, I have thrown them away, but especially for right now, I'm going to keep some of these around. I love to use them to overlap so that I don't have to put the transfer on a newly chalked piece of the sign here. Okay. So, and this is going to go in this corner and this corner. So I'm going to go here first. There we go. And I'm going to just see where it's going to go on here. Okay. All right, here we go. And I'm going to do both pieces without washing in between. Really pretty. Okay, again, I'm just going to go from one side to the other because I can't really push it down. There we go. That's nice. So pretty. I know I say so pretty all the time, but it really is just, I can't even explain to you. Well, I guess you can see if you've ever done these before, it's just gorgeous. when you're giving as a gift, yes, I am going to seal this. So we're going to seal this just as soon as I'm finished. Probably another reason why I'm not going to. Hello, beautiful. Come here. This is Becca. Isn't she cute? She's all like fancy. I am so
Wedding receptions.
Yes. I know, but I'm making a present for the wedding reception.
Busy.
Yes. Let's see. So Becca is Corey's girlfriend, and they came down to visit us for the weekend. Oh, look at how, oh, cute. They're matching. Aren't they precious?
It's black.
Yeah. They're precious. All right, so I just pushed that down and pulled it right up. Let me just see if this is gonna go. If you watched my live a couple weeks ago, they were on my live a couple weeks ago. They did a good job.
We're gonna meet you there.
You're gonna meet us there?
Yeah, Trevor's not done.
What? I'm the one with the gift.
Yeah, you represent our entire family, but we're gonna go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Let Mom do the work. Fine, I get it. Anyway. Well, you guys look really cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's just happy because her dress has pockets.
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
It's pockets.
Is it a Lily Roden dress? No. But super cute dress. I love it. Oh, they said you're a very cute couple.
I like you.
They're like, thanks. They are kind of cute together, I think. That will do. Except when they make faces at each other. Okay, we'll have fun and we will be there shortly.
Just text when you guys are on your way.
I will. Be safe. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, they're pretty cute. I like them a lot. Okay, so then, so what I'm gonna do with my new color that I just made, I cleaned off the little sealer and the lid. Yes, honey?
We're gonna say Big Bertha, you guys take my car because Trevor's parked behind me.
Okay, go talk to Dad. I'm doing a live. He doesn't understand that. So, okay, I'm just gonna hit this one more time. Okay, I'm going to show you what I got so far, because this is really awesome. Look how pretty that is. You can see it just starting to come to life. It's really beautiful. Okay, so what other things should I tell you about? What can I tell you about tonight? Oh, this is what we're going to start with. We're going to start with this one right here. I want this to be the complementary color. This is a big screened area, so I want to make sure that I have it down. And I am going to slip something over the words right here. Make sure that it's the shiny side up, because I don't want to inadvertently pull up any of the wording that I just put down. I'd be very sad. And I'm also going to do that over here on this side. This is why I keep these little pieces. So again, shiny side up. I'm going to take my angled squeegee and just pull out any, because this is a big screened area, I do not want any bubbles. I'm going to use coral. I don't think they're going to make coral anymore, at least for not right now. They don't have coral. But I've got it, so I'm going to use it. I don't even know what their colors are for the, don't you remember like when you got married? I don't know. I might just be old. But that was like the really big thing to know what colors your house was going to be. And anymore, they don't say that on a piece of paper. I know, and like my bridal shower stuff, it all said, you know, the colors of our house were going to be country blue and white. I don't know. I don't know what it was. But you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they like the coral and the Caribbean. They seem to be like very popular colors. So hopefully they like it. Thanks, Kathy. And again, when you're mixing your chalk paste up, it needs to be the consistency of yogurt. So not too thin and not too thick. Use your squeegee. And again, you just want to smooth it on like you're buttering bread. And this is really on thick, but I'm not going to leave it like that. What you do is you're going to come back, drag it off. You're going to put all that excess right back into the jar. I just don't want any lines. I'm going to make sure there's no lines. And then I'm going to pull this up nice and easy so as not to stretch. Pretty every time. That looks nice. Okay. I'm going to hit this with the heat gun. I want to make sure that if my hands are wet, I'm not going to drip over my project. Okay. Now I've got these cute little flowers, and so I think I'm going to do like a coral on each one of these, and then maybe a Caribbean, and I don't know, maybe even, and again, I still want to, even though these are little, I still want to fuzz it. I am going to lay this down nice and gentle. And I'm trying to do this as quickly as I possibly can. So pretty. And I'm going to quickly come over here and do the same thing. Oh, it's so pretty. Sorry, I need to have something else to say. Wow, that's so awesome! But it really is beautiful. And I'm excited that I made that with the help of, you know, the amazing Chocolate for Transfers. So. And did you see I've gone from bottom to top, and then I'm going to come back down here and do something at the bottom here. It's just starting to come together, and that's, I mean, when you can see, hey Tracy, how's it going? When you can see things start to take shape, I just love that. That's, I think, what I love about the whole building a sign, you know, putting it, oh gosh, even just that right there looks really beautiful. So anyway, all right, I get all giddy about it. Let me just hit this really fast. Okay, let me see. What do I want to do next? What do I want to do next? Let's see. I want to incorporate a little bit of white in this, just because I've got the white wording already up here. I want to put a little bit of white. That might be just too big. Maybe this, and just use the, oh, you know what? I have, so this is mixing different transfers, and I like to do that as well. So I've got, this is the mini flowers, and I've got this cute little thing right here. I think I might use that. I don't even know what kind of flower that is, but we're gonna use it. I'm just going to use this with white. Okay. And I want to do this as quickly as I can. Pull this up. And then replace it over on the other side. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. So I'm gonna try to get this pretty close. I don't want to overlap that coral because I don't want to pull that up. That's awesome. So see, you're not limited to just using one little tiny transfer. I also, this is from the Wild and Free set. I want to use this little guy right here. Hold on. I think this would be perfect. And again, they're just little itty bitty tiny elements. And I want to use those like right up here. Just to incorporate a little more color and make them white. When I organize my transfers, I organize them in themes, and so this has been with my other floral. So when I'm doing projects like this, I can go through my transfers and find things that go together. That's pretty. Oh, thank you so much. Really, I just put it together. I love that Couture makes it possible for us to have all these beautiful pictures. So, okay, so you say you need to come up with a different word, Mia, and I need to too. So, you know, I don't know what else to say. They really are just so beautiful and so pretty. I can't help but saying, oh my gosh, how pretty. So this was off the Wander Wild and Free. I think that's what it was called. What? Oh, Wander and Free. This little tiny guy is off of that. I want to use this one again, I think, so I'm just going to rinse it off real quick. And dry it off. I'm going to put it on here. So when you're cleaning them off, it just takes a little bit of water when you're using. I'm just going to stick it right here so I know where it's at. That's so pretty. Oh gosh, I got it. Beautiful. It's so gorgeous. It's absolutely fantastic, right, Mia? Okay, I'm going to show you this one more time. Look at that. see all the little elements that just you build one right on top of another. Okay. So now I'm going to use, where'd it go? There it is. Use this little guy, and I think I'm going to do this one in Caribbean. Okay, so again, because I just put this down, I want to be really gentle with it, and I don't want to, I'm trying not to get too much sticky on the flower, except for where I'm going to overlap it. I'm going to use this a couple times, so I want to make sure I go pretty fast.
Is this casual nice?
Oh, you look so handsome. Look at my husband. He looks so nice.
Is this casual nice?
I think it is. I think it is. Okay. I just need to put some makeup on and maybe brush my hair.
Are the shoes okay?
Yeah, your shoes are good. Your shoes are nice. Those are nice shoes.
All right.
He's so worried. Hey, Brenda. Oh. My house is not used to having so many people using the internet, and so I was having the same issue. My son that is here visiting from Utah, he was on the internet. My son that lives here full time was on the internet. Becca was on the internet. Everybody was on the internet, so my Wi-Fi feed was not going through, so I had to go on to regular internet. So. And that's exactly what I think too, Carrie. I think it's incredible how I could just do this really fast. Okay, let me hit this really fast with heat. Where's that one flower? I want to do this guy right here, I think. Don't want to overlap. I'm fuzzing. So if anybody questions or has a question about anything, let me know in the comments. But what I'm doing for those who are just joining, if you don't know what this is, I'm fuzzing. I'm just de-stickifying a little bit so that it doesn't stick too much. And I do want to use my little, again, shiny side up so it doesn't stick onto anything and pull any of the chalk that I just put down where it's not necessary. Because normally if I'm layering, I'm not going so quick, but this is for a wedding present and we're going to the wedding as soon as I'm done here. So, nothing like the last minute. But, you know, in my defense, I did have the sign ready. I just forgot that I needed to put the words on it. Pretty. That is pretty. Oh, man, oh, man. You know, I forgot that I'm just going to show you really quick that this is a see-through flower, and so I see like all the color behind it. So I actually might, I'm not going to take it up, I'm going to dry it. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably find the flower, the backing that would go behind it maybe, and go over it with a solid color. I think that one might work. I don't think that it necessarily has to be exact. I just want to fill, the color in. And that's the beauty part. When you're layering, you can add more layers as long as the layer behind it is dry. Me too, Barbara. I really like this. Hey, Brenda Hall. How are you, hon? I love these colors. And, you know, again, I don't know what this couple's house colors are, but I like these colors. I don't think this is going to line up exact, but that's okay. Let me see if I have one on spring flowers. Like I said, this is very similar to the old spring flowers transfer. Yep. I'll bet you it's pretty close to that one. That's a little bigger. In the older transfers, you can tell the different colors. Like this is purple. This is a purple transfer. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment on the shirt. I love the sleeves. Don't you love the sleeves? Okay, so even though this doesn't match exact, I think I'm just gonna overlay and get the color on there, and then I'll do something on top of it. It's gonna be a little bigger, and I don't care. I'm good with that. Okay. And this is an older transfer. I've used it many, many times. So I'm just gonna come over everything I just did. I'm gonna leave it a little thicker just so it will cover what I just did. I just love it when you take the transfers away and it peels back, like it starts to reveal. That's gonna look better. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna hit this again with and I'm just gonna show you real fast what it looks like. So cute, really cute. Okay. So then I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun one more time. Okay, so I want to get. I'm going to finish some of these flowers up here. I'm going to stick little centers, little dots in the centers of them up here. Thanks, Brenda. You know what, Celia? I've been doing this a while now, so I think as you do this, you get a little more brave at trying things. There we go. Yes, I do know that I have a tiny transfer on my apron, and I'm waiting because I was going to put this one up here in here, so I put it here so I don't forget. But thank you, because if you've seen it, if you've seen me live before, you'll be like, I'll be like, where did I put that? Oh yeah, it's on my apron. There we go. That's pretty. Let's see. Need more chalk paste on this. Sometimes it gets too goopy. I need to. What, Dee Dee? We're right here, baby. There we go. That's pretty.
That's pretty.
It really is.
Yeah. It didn't take you very long.
No, I'm not done yet though. So I do want to use the little tiny transfer. And I'm going to add those here and there. But I think I'm going to use the full color of the evergreen. Or maybe I'll do white. Sorry, my nose is running all of a sudden. I think I'm going to do white.
I'm going to turn the volume down. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm, it's fine. Oh yeah, that's super pretty. Oh my goodness, that's really beautiful. Where else do I want to put this? It's like, where else do I want this? Turn it down, babe, please.
I am. I'm already going to do it.
Okay, awesome. Really pretty. Oh, I seriously need a new word. Okay, maybe I'll add more to that in just a second. Let me rinse this off. All right. What else am I going to add? Let's see. So I want to add some texture to these. I think these up here are done. I just want to add some texture now to down here. And I might use one of these. I'm not going to press down too hard on this. And again, because I just did this, I don't want to pull that color up. So I'm going to put the shiny side up underneath the transfer. There we go. Okay. Yes, Karen, that's what I'm doing right now. Is I am going to do this. This is this pattern is from the Spring Flowers, and then I have some on the Bloom and Blossom. So I'm just going over it with white, so you'll see the teal in the background. Awesome. Pull that up nice and easy. Every time it does that to me. Every time. So stinking amazing. Okay, I'm just going to show you really quick. Look at that. Not pretty. I still might even do like the center of the flower. I might do something even more. I don't know. I guess I will see how I feel. Let me just hit this. Now on this flower, I am going to do this little center right here. This is off the Bloom and Blossom. I'm going to fuzz this real fast. This is starting to get a little dry. So not dry, but thick. And when it starts getting thick, you want to just add a little bit of water. It's kind of been warm here in California. And I apologize if you're not here in California and you're freezing. So it was a really pleasant day today here. In fact, my husband's watching the news right now where the weather.
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow in our local mountains on Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, we're supposed to get snow in the local mountains, which are an hour away. So, or an hour and a half away. That'll be nice.
Mm-hmm. But darn, tomorrow's supposed to be 68.
Yeah, he says it's supposed to be 68 tomorrow. Oh, and speaking of tomorrow, if you don't know this, I'm doing a live virtual class on my page here. There's info, there's an event page that I made. And you just have to go get all the supplies and then follow along with me. And that looks really neat. I like that. It's different anyway. All right, let me see. I want to do some more little flowers. What other little flowers do I have? There's some fun ones. I'm going to do a white flower right here. I think I want to do a white. No, I think I want to do the coral color right there. Let's set this aside real fast. I do want to put a little dot in the center of that. I just shut this. Huh. I'm so used to keeping the lid on my color. That's pretty. All right. Let's see. What else am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to do a couple of these little coral colored flowers. I have, again, another little tiny flower. And again, thanks so much for joining me tonight while I'm making a wedding gift for a wedding reception that we're going to in just a few minutes. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. And my sink is all filled with transfers, so I don't want to use, I can't use it to wash off anything right this second. So I use wipes. I use the disinfectant wipes to clean off stuff. All right. You know what? That white is not, I'm going to have to do that white again. Sometimes if you do a lighter color over a darker color, the darker color will come through. So you might have to do a couple of different times, like a couple different layers of the color if it's lighter. And that's kind of what it looks like with this one, because I did white over coral. That's pretty. Oh, see? And if you lift off too fast, I missed a screen area, and I was able to put that right back down and picked it right back up. That's perfect. I'm going to stick one right over here. It's really important to make sure that you get all the screened area. Beautimus. That's really pretty. All right. Close this off. All right. So I'm going to hit this with the heat gun really fast. I am going to hit that one right here again with the white. I'm going to put this one right back down over the top. And again, I'm going to use this little guy to go over the top of those flowers. So I'm going to make this a little thicker this time when I go over it, to cover up that coral area. There we go. That'll be better. Okay, I think I want to do one more teal or Caribbean blue flower.
There, Did you give her popcorn?
Let me grab this one really fast. Huh?
Good.
Oh, anybody have any questions? Hey, Brenda. When you're done, hold the board up. It's hard to see everyone's comments. Yeah, Jerry, I've been holding it up now and then. And I promise I'll hold it up again. In fact, I'll hold it up right now. I can. I've been holding it up periodically just so you can see. Pretty, huh? Yeah, babe. So this is a little damp, so I'm just gonna, with the heat gun, you never want to put it on heat. You want to put it on the cool. Mine has a hot and a cold, so I'm just gonna hit the back of my transfer with a cold, not the heat, because I don't want to melt it. I just want to dry it off. Thank you, Jerry, so much. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to make this one that Caribbean. And again, I'm just going to put the shiny side up. And, sorry, Trevor's having to take medicine. He's been sick. Shh, don't make gross noises.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I can't rinse it out.
Sorry, honey. I've taken over the kitchen with my chalking. Awesome. Okay, so I've already stirred this up because I'd already used it before. Trevor. Sorry, my house is really noisy. This is probably another reason why I do my lives most of the time at night when everybody's asleep, because my house can tend to be a little noisy. There's nothing wrong with that. This is my life, and I love it.
Once you get to a roll,
Dad. Okay, I'm going to hit this really fast. Okay, and I am dotting the centers with white. So beautiful. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some little dots here and there. pretty. Okay, so I think I'm going to add a dot in the middle of that, and I'm going to probably do coral. I think that would be pretty. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to do a little bigger though. I think that's it. All right, I think I'm gonna call it, ladies. Let's see. You tell me what you think. Let me just clean this off really fast. Hit this with the heat gun. What do you think? I think I like it. Oh yeah, Brenda, you're right. You can slide, if you're on your phone, you can slide the comments out of the way. So anyway, I think I'm done. I really do. I don't think I want to overdo it because it's now 7 o'clock and I've been at it for an hour. So an hour is not too bad to do this, and I'm going to go seal it right now. And it does sound like a home, Celia. My house is always bustling when people are around. Oh, Jerry, thank you so much. Carrie, thank you. And Brenda, thank you so much. This is Together is our favorite place to be. This is a brand new transfer. As you saw, I used the brand new Bloom and Blossom. I also used a couple from Wander and Free, and I did use a couple of my springtime just to cover up a boo-boo. So thank you for the hearts. If you feel like it can, and you think somebody could benefit from watching this, please share it to your personal pages. I'd love to get more followers so that I can share what I'm doing. I do lives. A lot of my girls on my team are on here, and they know I do lives almost every day. And today has been a different day. I have done 2 lives today. So again, this has been a lot of fun. I hope they will love it. I'm sure they will. I mean, it's such a pretty picture. So, and honestly, it's just a matter of putting stuff together. And that's what I love so much about Couture. So anyway, well, you girls have a great night. Again, this has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. And I will see you again next time.